Welcome, everyone, creative goddesses, creative queens, manifestors, people in a space of transition, which is our entire society right now. Hi, Annie. Welcome, gorgeous queen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, beautiful. How are you doing tonight? I am just bringing in the love and light and power of our breath. We must keep breathing in these times, and it's ironic that that's the first thing to go. When we start to feel a little overwhelmed by uncertainty, by almost an exhaustion that's really manifested through your mind. It's a struggle that's being created through everything going up here, because factually we are being called to do far less, right? We are being called to actually maybe do nothing, and it's very, I think this is bringing a lot of things to the surface for us, why that is such a challenge. And what we're being confronted with is ourself. And what holier thing to do in a time is to have, nowhere to go but within, and take some inventory to what's actually going on. And as a woman right now, I feel we are really disconnected to our femininity, and that's a great loss for everyone, especially ourselves. If we are, I know, there's gains to be had from operating in the world. We definitely want to have our healthy masculine energy working for us, supporting us, providing for us. That is a yes, and we probably could also even work on that as well. But if we have sacrificed our femininity towards that ultimate conclusion, thinking, well, I can only be one way in the world, and that therefore the other half of me has to kind of go into hiding, we're not necessarily functioning from our very highest potential. That God-given source, which is within all of us, that creative essence that is infinite. I love when I hear Jennifer Lopez go into her like, oh, there's no, infinite. Yeah, she really proves it doesn't matter. Stop putting the excuses of your age, your race, you want to come up with an excuse. The mind has a bazillion ways to stay out of the very present moment, which is where all of our power is. And it's really hard to stay in the present moment in times like this. We are all obviously feeling anxiety, thinking about the future presents, a lot of, and if we go even just a little bit off the present moment into the future, well, that's where we're not here. We're not all here. So let's let ourselves come into the moment. And that very much is so very related to how we are breathing. If we are not totally within our breath, if our body is not receiving the air is what keeps us alive. Think about it. It's the basics, right? And if we are not here, hi Fiona, welcome, gorgeous queen. Inviting us all, queens, into a safe space. Hi, beautiful. How are you doing this evening? I'm so curious what you guys are up to. I mean, what could you be up to tonight besides maybe taking an extra long, luscious bath? And if that is the case, then I am blessing that time for you. I just took a long bath before I came on here, and I was recognizing, wow, we are so resistant to indulging ourselves in what I feel is what the feminine thrives in. We thrive in the space where we can just expand, where we can just feel our energy within our bodies. There is a power that starts to emerge, a power and an attracting energy. It's the feminine. It's the receptive. We have been so educated into the masculine way of getting things done that we have forgotten all about this other half of us. Other half, I'd say like who we are. Very pleased to see your gorgeous face. I miss you so much. Oh my God, Fiona, you are like, I can't wait to see you and like I see you on stage. I can't wait to see you all on stage. Annie, I was singing for her the last time I saw her at Cardero's. What are you up to? Let me know. Hi, Kristen here. Welcome on Facebook. I am Lisa Petrucci, singer-songwriter and transformation coach, bringing us all into the lustrous, magnetic, receptive, and infinite power of the feminine divine. If there is not such a truth that I've been so called to bring us all into, is that this is a time where the world is recalibrating. We can no longer do what we've been doing. Oh, thank you so much. Miss my singing. I miss singing for you all, and maybe I can do that at some point on a live. I've been jumping in live, so do jump on. I appreciate all your love and support, and I love singing for you all. And I've been writing new songs in this time, and it's like we are being called to go inside our homes. The home is the feminine space. It is, we are the queen of the house. We are the lady of the house. And yet, in this modern times, we have really, it's like, it's amazing. We want to have this masculine part of ourselves totally intact. And I want to go into that too, because we might also not be connected to our very divine high masculinity. But without a doubt, we are all working from a very analytical, logical, linear way in the world, which is very much connected to the masculine drive to like get things done, go out and hunt the animal and yeah. And okay, that's great. However, the resources are getting a little nature is not so content by this overdrive, and we've seen a lot of horrific things happen this last, just think of Australia. Like, we are at a time where there is too much of a certain energy, and not finding the other side of it is not only toxic, it's just like we're not going to find our next level until we hunt the men. No, we don't want to do that either. That's it. Let's leave the hunting to the men in a way. Like, as women, why don't we find and discover the depths of the powers that have, in a way, they have gone underground. Why? Because the feminine, historically, has been deemed evil. There was a whole period of time where the divine feminine literally had to go underground and maybe even got slightly abolished for legitimate fear of being labeled a witch. Like, how many generations ago was that? Not so long ago. And I know I deal with that every so often. Like, I deal with these, just this fear of being a woman. Like, a fear of being seen in my femininity. Like, what's going to happen to me, right? Like, and isn't that, I don't know, I feel like that's not okay. That's not okay to not feel. Yes, the power of our sexuality, our power, ladies. We have a power that if we could just stand in it, it is your superpower. A woman, Fiona, own it. I love that. And I want this community of women to be here in a way that is very supportive and very about claiming our gifts. The masculine thrives in competition. That is the masculine. Like, get out of my way, get out of my way. Like, I am the one, individuality, the masculine, if you think in terms of nature, has to like work its way to get to us, right? But women, we do not thrive in this manner. Although we've been trained to think we have to compete with each other, we actually do not bring our best. Does not come until we are in. The witches came in their covenants, sisterhood, goddess. Think about it. We are the circle. We are the circle, and we must come in a circle of support. In that circle, not only are we protected, but we thrive. We thrive, and we work at a synergistic level. We work on a level that is co-creative, that is it's that radiant feminine, that we are connected to life itself. And through one another, we are able to birth infinite possibilities that alone we will not get there. So, that's something I think we might want to really start to find out what has been stopping us from doing this. Like, what are the fears that we have held within each other, judgments that we've held against each other, judgments that we hold against ourselves, and start to be willing to no longer want to hold them anymore, not against one another, because whenever you're judging someone else, you are just actually judging yourself, and you're holding yourself away. Femininity is our show that bitch's boss. I love you. Femininity is our superpower. Yes. Oh, girl. We got to get on a live together and just jam on these things, because yes, that is the case. It is our superpower, and I know as a very I'm so easily drawn into my analytical mind. It's a challenge for a lot of women. So it doesn't just, there's a whole part of us that at a certain age people started to say like it wasn't okay. Like you had to start hiding the fact that you were this like wild little girl with lots of infinite dreams and loved playing with your dolls and, just could look in front of the mirror, and like these were things that were really at a certain point started to be discouraged. And I feel like it's now is a time that is really particular, because as uncomfortable as it is, once we get past our resistance to this particular time, we can enter this realm. We can enter this space, the space of the feminine, which is not linear, and it's not even linear time. Like, what time is it? Who cares? Like, right? What day is it? Well, I mean, it's beautiful to know the day of the weeks, because they all have symbols and things. But my point is that if we are able to release a lot of the linear masculine way of being in the world, right now is the time that is like we are being called to do so. And there might be something that you are able to just like, what is the treasure? There is a treasure, goddesses, and I know it for you. There is a treasure inside of this space that only we can claim. No man is going to claim it for us. That's something that I definitely have been challenged with, is like this constant idea that a man would do it, have, the answer. And what I'm coming to recognize is that, until there is that person that is your forever person, why is there not like why isn't there an encouraging space for women to be open and available to getting to know who knows how many men, who knows how many windows and doors, and I don't mean like like that, but I mean like the world is here for us it's asking us to experience this world. And we have been going around the world with with the blinders down. We have been so limiting ourselves. Do you feel this? And I'm feeling this, that there truly, a la J-Lo, there is no one stopping us besides ourselves. And, we're on this planet, Is it serving anyone to be playing this small, small, small game? It's not. It's not. It's not. It might feel safe. But it's not safe. It's not safe. And these are the beautiful downloads that I've been getting, is we are not safe staying in the parameters that are the known, only what we have known. Often we haven't even created those parameters for ourselves. They've been created for us. And now, gorgeous queens, these structures are starting to dissolve. It's like a time where things are a little more malleable, and we're going to have to start to hone in on actually the way we want it. So there's an opportunity here. There's an opportunity here, and I'm really calling us all to be willing to acknowledge it, to be open to it, and to learn the skills that you need to thrive. So that leads me. I am creating a course. April. I don't have the exact details, but towards the end of April, maybe mid-April, towards the end, I'm going to have a course that is going to take us through all of these different little hurdles that are places where you might get stopped at, you might get stuck at, you might get, I don't know. I have never experienced this before, so I'm just going to stop here and, turn on my Netflix or whatever and tune out all of this that's going on. And that's okay, because I do that too. No problem there. We all need to just, find the easiest way sometimes to, reconnect to our pleasure and joy, and that's great. But at the same time, if we want to really stand for ourselves and our life and the lives of the people in our community, we want to step, just, a baby step outside of our comfort zone. And to do that, I know personally I need to be given tools. I need to be given awareness skills. I need to be given a safe garden, if you will, or a way to find safety within myself, so I'm feeling able to step outside of my comfort zone. I know that I personally and I still do, those moments where you're just you don't even want to go to the grocery store right now. And I get that. But when you start to harness into the truth that your safety is, you are the creator of your safe zone here, and you are the guardian of what is going to come in and come out. That's a very powerful thing as a woman. That's probably one of the biggest things that I've come to realize, is that we have really closed down ourselves because we don't necessarily feel safe, because the moment that we're open and woo, we are attractive. We attract all kinds of things, and maybe not necessarily things that we want. Have you had that experience? I have that experience often. And that should not be a reason to close down, to shut down your light, to shut down the window to your soul, your infinite feminine soul. No, but it could be. It has been for years for me, is that feeling of like not necessarily feeling like I am protected in some weird way. And I feel so very, very blessed right now is that I've done such work and I'm providing this kind of environment in my upcoming course, is to harness deeply into the fact that we must be our own guardian of our own safety. That is like essential. That is essential for us to do any kind of real forward movement. Because you can put in your mind all kinds of new affirmations and like, oh yes, I'm going to go do this and that. But if at a deep level, somatic level, you have those places where there is that sort of insecurity because you're just not sure if it's going to be, if you're going to feel safe, you're unsure about your own capacity, your own inner strength. Well, that creates its own limitations because naturally we're only going to go so far, right? Like we will only go so far. So I just kind of want to start that off is that I am so deeply called to transmit, to bring you creative queens into a space of your own safety. And within that space of safety, you can start to garden and pull out the weeds of things that no longer serve you. And you can start to create a bigger space where your soul can start to guide you. And that is so very exciting. That is so very exciting because you have a soul's purpose. You have gifts that no one else on the planet has. That is a fact. And more than probably likely, you're not necessarily tapping into them. You're not becoming you're not taking ownership of your own stuff. So, and when you take ownership of your own stuff, the goods, you start to see even the things that are like, ooh, I don't need that. That part of me is not like working, doing anything here. The part of me that's, in judgment or in criticism or hyper control, which is, very masculine. That's another part of us. We've been given all this masculine like shield that needs to control everything. The feminine thrives when we release and surrender control. But we can only do that when we feel in our own deep rooted energy. So we want to start to create these roots and hunker down so that we can flower up. So I'm so excited. I have a course coming at the end of April. I'll start to put it in, you'll start to see it somewhere. If you guys have any questions, how are you all doing tonight? Let me know. Leave me a comment, what your Saturday night is going to look like, how you're going to take care of yourself. And also if you have any kind of, what are you dreaming about right now? Do you have some creative inclinations happening? Is there something that is, you're just like a bigger project that you're like, when this is all over, I would love to be doing this. Because this is important. I love you too. This is so important that, this is going to pass. And if we're not thinking right now, what kind of, and not in a negative way that we're, future oriented and then we're like no longer in the present. But we also want to stay aware. Like there should be an awareness. Like what is our soul wanting from us for the future? How can we bring our best selves forward? And that might be getting in touch with your darkness, which is as a woman is not necessarily encouraged either. No, it's not encouraged 100%. There's no dreaming about being able to give you a massive hug. That makes me so happy. Cutie! I don't know why this is somehow you're going to get my foot. Here we go. Kisses! Hugs, 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 hugs. I feel the same way. I feel the same way. Mega hugs to you all. I think we're all going to appreciate human touch after this in a whole new way, right? Like, it'll be like, oh my God. I have been taking this time to create new dance routines and costumes. I want to see this. I am so excited for you. You know I'm like your biggest fan. And Fiora just hit the stage. We were talking about this like a year ago, and you just did like one of the most magnificent things, like shows I've ever seen. So, oh my God. Yeah, me too. I can't wait to do a concert, a full-on concert. Like, I want to be singing with a band, or just myself, I guess. But a band would be super exciting, and having a new CD recorded in a studio, that would be mega exciting as well. Oh, we can do it. Yeah, all right. Well, I'm going to sing you guys a little song. Yes, this is a big opportunity for artists all around the world. We are finally like all kind of linked up in a way, right? We're linked up. And so let's root down and let's start to spread. Let's start to spread and tune in to each other and what we can all bring to each other. So exciting, so exciting. As we hunker down, as we root down, we can start to flower as our feminine beauty, our feminine power, our feminine source. Have the time, no distraction to create. Yeah, exactly. I love that. I cannot wait to see your dance, Fiora. This is a song. I don't know if you guys have heard it yet. I just wrote it on a live the other day. I was on the live and it was extremely exciting. I could feel music coming through me. And I said, oh, let's go on a live and write it. And it literally came through. And then I just did the lyrics afterwards. So this is, I don't know if it's gonna be kind of loud, but this just got written on a live. I'm working on the lyrics. I think maybe the first part will be, I'm near our ear while Jack rolls down the hill. Jane swings across the watermill while little Mary's tears fill up the pail. I see the hour she walked away with the sky. She walked away with the sky. I see the eyes. I walked away with the sky. She walked away with the sky. Burn on the fire and the light, my lady. Burn on the lane where you took my baby. And then I wanted to go into Italian. Siamo andati a Roma, siamo stati per giorni. Burn on the lane that you took my baby. Burn on the lane that you took my lady. This is where it's at, you guys. That's the new song. So I'm really excited about it because I feel like it's coming right in this time, and it's like dark, and it kind of feels like, ooh, some stuff is bubbling underneath the surface, but something really beautiful is going to rise up. So Thank you so much. Oh, that is so sweet. You are amazing. Mwah. Did you love it? Oh my God. Oh, that makes me feel so good. Thank you so much. Our creativity is everything. It's everything. And it's from how we, get out of bed in the morning to how we show up for ourselves. It's the choices we make. Everything is a creative act. And as women, we are creators. We are the creative source of life. So let's definitely tune up our creativity, right? Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay, you guys, thank you so much, Fiora. I love it. I miss you. I miss you all, and thank you for joining on here. Whoever is interested in my course at the end of April, I'm going to leave my links, and you guys contact me. Leave me a message, any questions, and I'm looking forward to it. Love you guys so much. Thank you for jumping on here, and I'm going to just carry on with writing my music, and stay tuned. Okay? Thanks so much. Hugs and kisses. Bye, loves. Love you too, babe.